Shalom, Israel. We come in the name of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Barakathah. All blessings and glory go to the Heavenly Father and to His Son, Yahweh Shah. I'm Brother Raphael again.
And Brother Shalak the Yalan.
Today we're going to do a, excuse me. Today we're going to do a little lesson. I'm going to present a little lesson now about when you being called from the Lord into this truth and understanding what things we need to look for or what things that we got to maintain while we're in this truth. Because you got a lot of brothers out there that when they call, they don't believe that the Lord will call you directly. And you might have somebody that bring you in, that open up your senses. But ultimately it's the Messiah, Yahweh Shah, that open up your understanding to this truth. So once you get into it, there's some things we got to try to maintain or look for when you come into it. We're going to look at being lost. We're going to look at being put back in remembrance. Look at maintaining the heavenly calling, waiting on the Lord, and being called to grace. So that's what we're going to present today, and we're going to make it all come together for you. So first get me Leviticus 26 and 44. Because we're going to see how when you called into the truth, first you got to understand that you're lost, not knowing who you are. So that's what we're going to start out with.
Leviticus 26 and 44. And yet for all that, when they be in the land of their enemies, I will not cast them away, neither will I abhor them, to destroy them utterly, and to break my covenant with them. For I am the Lord their power. But I will, for their sakes, remember the covenant of their ancestors, whom I brought forth out of the land of Egypt in the sight of the heathen, that I might be their power. I am the Lord. So
the Lord is saying right here, for all that, when they be cast into the land of their enemies. So when the Lord Most High scattered the children of Israel, He said, for all that, I will not utterly destroy them or cast them away, to do away with them. So you got to understand that He scattered all His people across to the four corners of the earth. So now in these last days, in the end times, He's going to call His people back to Him, to turn back to Him in righteousness and sincerity. So go from there and give me Ezekiel 34. Ezekiel 34 and 11 and 12, and read 16. So we're going to get an understanding of how the Lord going to search out His sheep to put you back in remembrance to who you are, or along the lines of putting you back in who you are.
It's Ezekiel chapter 34, starting at 11. For thus saith the Lord power, behold, I, even I, both search my sheep and seek them out.
Right.
As a shepherd seeketh out his flock in the day that he is among his sheep that are scattered, so will I seek out my sheep, and will deliver them out of all places where they have been scattered, in the cloudy and dark day.
That was 11?
That was 11 and 12.
11 and 12. Okay, so the Lord said even though His sheep scattered all over, He's going to search them out one by one, the ones that are lost, the ones that don't have no remembrance of who they are, to put them back in remembrance, to give them a chance to do right by Him. Jump to verse 16. Back in Ezekiel.
That was 26.
34. 34 and 16.
16 is like it. So I will seek that which was lost, and bring again that which was driven away, and will bind up that which was broken.
Hold on, start there from the top.
I will seek that which was lost.
So the Most High said He's gonna seek that His sheep. That's that which was lost. Have a remembrance of it, but now they lost. Go ahead.
And bring again that which was driven away, and will bind up that which was broken, and will strengthen.
So hold on, when He said back in Jeremiah 17 and 4, I will turn you away from, what is it? Discontinue with my hairs, right. So now He's gonna put you back in remembrance. He's gonna seek out that which was lost. Go ahead.
And will strengthen that which was sick, but I will destroy the fat and the strong. I will feed them with judgment.
Okay, go from there to 2 Corinthians 4 and 3. So right here in Ezekiel, He's saying, I will seek out that which was lost, and bring again which was driven. Because when we was brought over here into the Americas, we didn't know we was Israelites. So now when the heavenly calling comes from the Lord, which we're going to get into, these are the things that He must do to put you back in remembrance of who you are first. Go ahead.
2 Corinthians 4 and 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
So if our gospel be hid, it be hid to them that are lost. Well, first of all, when you come back into it, you realize who you are. But really, that's for the ones that don't know who they are in this truth, because they are lost. But the ones that the Lord will call, they will no more longer be lost. Once you come back to who you are, come back to Him in sincerity, He will open your mind up to who you are, so you won't be blind anymore, so you won't be lost. So, and there's a difference from saying going to church all your life and listening to what pastor been telling you. Because if you lost, if the gospel is lost to those that are hid, how can what they be saying be the right thing if it's being hid in the end times?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
In whom the power of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not.
The power of who?
The power of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Yahushua, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine unto them. So
obviously they don't have that light shine unto them if you're saying that they lost, right?
Right.
All right. Go from there. Go to back in Ezekiel 36 and read 26 and 27.
Ezekiel chapter 36 and 26.
Hold on. We still dealing with the scriptures about being lost. Go ahead.
A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh. And I will put my spirit within you, and cause you to walk in my statutes.
So he's saying right here, once he do all that, he's going to give you a new heart to where you can keep. He's going to put his laws, statutes, and commandments into your mind and make you maintain them.
Mm-hmm.
So that ain't coming from no man, or you can't go to school to get that. You can't go to whatever pastor school for the whatever, however you want to put it, because he said he going to do that himself. And that ain't just saying about, like I said, go to church all your life or been reading the Bible. He going to do it himself, but that's only when you realize that you lost and you're going to be found again.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Well, that was into that.
I said, I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and you shall keep my judgments and do them.
Right. Jump from that Romans 16, 25, 26. Because it all comes back to you once you realize who you are and realize what the true definition of being lost is. Go ahead.
Romans chapter 16 and 25. Now to him that is of power to establish you according to my gospel in the preaching of Yahushua, also according to the revelation of the mystery.
The what? The who?
The revelation of the mystery, which was kept secret since the world began.
Hold on. So, kept secret from which the world began. The whole revelation about being in this truth, about coming back to who you are. Go ahead.
But now is made manifest, and by the scriptures of the prophets, according to the commandment of the everlasting power, made known to all nations for the obedience of faith. So
hold on now. This script made known unto all the nations. So it's going to be a set group of people within that nation, not of those nations, that are going to come back and remember who they are. And it says now being kept secret since the foundation began. So once the Lord called you, once you realize He dealing with the Israelites, He called you to put you back in remembrance of who you are, to make manifest the end times about what's coming back, what's happening, knowing the signs that's going to be brought. Let's go to Ephesians 5 and 14.
Ephesians chapter 5 verse 14. Wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepeth, and arise from the dead, and Yahushua shall give thee light.
Is that talking about literally dead? Or is that talking about being called back?
That's not literally dead.
Right.
That's being spiritually asleep.
Spiritually woken back up, only through the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Matthew 18:11.
Matthew chapter 18 verse 11. For the Son of Man is come to save that which is lost.
So when Yahushua was on the earth, when He was walking, He was manifested to bring back the lost sheep, the ones that are lost, the ones that the Lord been talking to about the whole time. Mm-hmm. Real quick, Isaiah 57 verse 15. Few scriptures to prove to y'all that the Lord going to wake you up by Himself through Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. He can do that.
Isaiah 57 and 15. For thus saith the high and lofty one that inhabiteth eternity, whose name is holy. I dwell in the high and holy place with him also that is of a contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble, and to receive the heart of the contrite.